Oh,
hey,
it's
I'm
the
back.
fourth act, and I found a fill.
Yes, I was in a dumpster for a little bit.
Are your ears ringing? Mine are.
Mine are too.
Because we just saw Tenet in a very loud movie theater.
Oh boy, it was gloriously
It was a glorious return to movie theaters for me because I hadn't been since March.
I had popcorn. Ground rules. We each have 3 points and we're going to take turns going back and forth. If we agree with each other, we get a 10 above our heads. If we disagree, we get a red X.
What is a Tenet?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Do a number 10 in a tent.
I'll start.
You always
As I said, I asked if you wanted to start. This was our return to movie theaters, right?
Yes.
So, I'm a big lover of the movie theater experience.
As am I.
Christopher Nolan is the same way. He's a big proponent for the in-house movie experience.
Yes.
It's fitting that Christopher Nolan is the one to bring me back to a movie theater after so much time.
Sure.
And I just want my first point to be that I really enjoyed the experience of this movie in the theater. The score was a big part of that for me. Really powerful sound system in the theaters. The score was just a heart-pumping, yeah. It really got the adrenaline up. It got me excited. Visually on the screen, there are some things that I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. This was a spectacle.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those experiences where you walk out of the theater and you think, wow, I just experienced something totally unique and crazy, you know?
It reminded me of Gemini Man.
Don't.
So I will say that
visually,
while I don't
really
like
enjoyed Gemini Man, so
Gemini
that's not
Man,
a bad thing.
I will remember the theater experience for Gemini Man, and that was very unique. This felt also unique because of the sound, the impact of it. So I agree.
Walking on eggshells here. That Gemini.
I have many problems with this movie. You can maybe chalk it up to my small brain and not grasping it. I'm not the biggest Nolan fan, but the main thing I have with is that the main character does not have a name. He's just known as the protagonist.
He is the protagonist.
That bothers me internally because
He's the protagonist.
Why would you not just give him a name? When you're watching this, it just distances you from getting involved in his story. It just reminds me that I'm watching a movie, and I don't want to be reminded of that.
I don't think he does need a name. I didn't feel like he needed a name.
No, he does need a name.
I was on his side. I was invested in the decisions that he was making and the situation he was in, which was already fascinating enough.
That's just, it's so self-aware that it adds to the problem of it. If he had a name as stupid as this is, if his name was like Alex, and that's a really stupid name,
just
and he's like, my name is Alex, I'm the protagonist.
He likes to add higher concept of movies. It's a movie.
Just give the
onto his movie
guy name.
No, I disagree.
All right.
No.
Say my name. I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Now, this has been a popular talking point for this movie, but I'm still going to talk about it because I was annoyed by the sound mixing.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. What
bullshit?
Come on.
What is happening?
Hear what Christopher Nolan has come out and said that he likes to mix sound over. I have to keyframe all of that.
Oh shit! Sorry.
He likes to mix sound over dialogue because he thinks the immersion is more important than hearing the dialogue. Now he
probably because he's a bad writer.
He said that for Dunkirk, and I understand. You don't need to know what they're saying in Dunkirk.
Dunkirk gets pretty self-explanatory.
This is a complicated movie, and I need to know what they're saying. We're in a train yard, and then we're on a loud boat, and then they're talking through masks.
They're walking down the street, and it's just like a tornado, and it's like, and it's just so much sound.
Even when he was talking forwards and backwards through the glass.
Even on the yacht.
How am I supposed to understand
calmly
that?
Sailing. There's other important scenes where people are talking about the freaking plan, and it's like, I don't know this plan. I don't even know the movie. What's going on? I have no idea how this works.
They dropped.
Someone help me. Someone please give me a hearing aid.
Important plot moments, and they were on these weird, like, sailboats that were going 100 miles an hour.
That was cool.
And it was so loud, and they were talking to like an intercom, and I'm just thinking,
and you still can hear it.
Why is this scene happening here?
Why is the dialogue
reason for it to even be in that scene? They went there to drop.
No, they were on a race. They had a race.
No, I don't care. They didn't need to be doing that. This is one of those things that exists just to with us, Phil. Just to accent my point, because he's been doing this. Here is a scene from Interstellar where Michael Caine is trying to talk over the music.
Wait, what?
I was immersed, but I was also very confused.
Great. Because I couldn't understand anything what was going on in this movie, I started focusing on other elements that I could appreciate. And John David Washington had like a cool swagger throughout the film. Every time he walked in and out of a room, every time he kept his composure, but it was amplified by what he was wearing. His wardrobe was really interesting. He was always had a different style, different pattern, different color suit.
Michael Caine gave him a credit card to use to buy better clothing.
No.
He did command a room.
He did.
He was on top of things.
His acting and his wardrobe.
He dressed for the job he wanted.
Did.
He already had it.
He had it.
Care to take a Polaroid with me?
I don't know. Do those cool shades come off?
Christopher Nolan crashed a very large plane into a sizable building in this movie.
Yes.
And that was just a highlight for me.
You wouldn't think a plane being grounded, just being driven, would be so cool. But I honestly think it's his best plane sequence.
Here's what sets his plane sequences apart from, say, Fast and Furious. Because if Fast and Furious just slowly drove a plane into a building, we'd
par for the
you need
course
a
of Fast and
32-mile
Furious.
runway with Fast and Furious.
Stop.
This is what's so good about Christopher Nolan, why I love him so much. He actually did that.
Yes.
Like he did that.
I like the fact that he wrote that in the script, knowing damn well that he was going to get to do that.
He was going to do that. It's real.
No VFX.
No VFX.
Nothing.
Nobody else can get that done.
Real plane.
That's crazy.
No, exactly.
This is what you get from Nolan. He actually did that.
Yeah,
I can't get over that.
Yes. Jumping back to my first point with the protagonist not having a name. I feel like the character relationships in this are only explored on a surface level, and I really am not invested in their journeys in this, and I think that's a problem.
This is not a movie that needs those deep emotional stakes.
How come?
Because I'm busy trying just to figure out what's happening.
Saving the world. It's literally based off the crux that a woman wanted to be with her son, so she stayed with her abusive husband. But it's really not explored.
There's enough for it to be a story. I think Christopher Nolan knows that it didn't need it, because we've seen him do emotional stakes before.
I think Christopher Nolan just didn't want to do it.
I want to play this clip from Interstellar. This is probably his best moment of pathos.
Don't let me leave, Murph! No!
He can do it, but I don't go to Christopher Nolan movies. I want immersion. I want a mind and planes.
That's not enough for me.
It doesn't need
that's
it.
Okay. And there you have it. That's our score. 4 agrees and 2 10-tenths. 10-tenths.
I do recommend this movie, though. I'm just a big Nolan fan. He's unlike anybody else.
It's a loose recommendation for me. Do you need to see right away? Probably not.
Make sure that you have a good sound system.
No. Make sure you have captions on. That's the real thing.
Make sure you have captions on and you have a good sound system.
And popcorn.
Now it's rattle off points, where we have a few leftover points and we're going to get them out before the end of the video. Are you ready, Phil? Here we go.
Sure.
I had to pretty much read about everything that happened in the third act.
Just want to say thank you to Half Is Interesting, a YouTube channel that I watch, for telling me what a Freeport was a couple years ago.
Oh, you knew what that was.
I knew what that was. I was very smart. That was the one thing that I knew in this movie.
Everybody looks short next to Elizabeth Debicki.
She is freakishly tall.
Nolan just doesn't believe in apple boxes.
They're in northern Siberia and there's no snow on the ground. That bothers me. I know we talked about it before, but I just want to complain again that I couldn't hear a single piece of dialogue, and that pissed me off.
Yeah.
Bad.
Stop it.
What? I say we may have to bring in our friend from Yonkers!
That's it for this act. Thanks for watching. We'll be back eventually.
Exactly.
We're kind of just doing a when we can kind of thing, but
we're our own bosses, so we make the rules.
We're hoping to do a Hulu picks, our top Hulu picks, if we can find the time.
Yeah, maybe like a Halloween classic next month.
That involves watching a lot of movies, but we'll see what we can do.
We'll see.
Anyways, stick around if you want to, like and subscribe if you want to, or if you don't have to, because you have free will.
You do whatever the hell you want.
It's the long form.
It's your own room.
The ending.
It's your own laptop. Or phone. Or BlackBerry.
Bye.
Or iPod.